This video is for anybody that has wanted to attend maybe a yoga or Pilates or any style of in-person fitness class. You never have, you're nervous about it, you don't know what to expect. I'm here to show you, first of all, why you shouldn't be nervous and what to expect and what you should do to prepare yourself for class so that you can have an enjoyable experience. So there's only a handful of things that you need to really kind of concern yourself with. And I'm going to go through those with you right now. The first thing is cleanliness. You don't want to show up to class stinky because you're going to be in that room with a bunch of other people for about an hour. So deodorant, don't stink, and have good cleanliness. That's important. After that, hydrate properly. So what hydrate properly means is don't chug water right like an hour before class. So if it's your first time attending a yoga class, and let's say it's tomorrow, start drinking water now. Start hydrating now. Maybe throw in some electrolytes, some sea salt in your water, and drink up. You know, before a yoga class, you're gonna want to drink at least probably 3 to 4 liters of water. Like let's say your class is in 20 hours from now, the next day, you're gonna wanna go through at least 4 liters of water. And then let's say it's 2 hours before class, you're going to wanna slow down on the drinking of the water. At that point, you're just going to wanna be sipping water so that, 30 minutes before class, you take that last sip, use the restroom, and then you're not gonna have to worry about your bladder being full when you're taking the class and having to leave the class to go to the bathroom. Your stomach's not going to be full of water, which is going to slow you down through the yoga class or whatever type of class you're taking. So hydrate properly. Again, within like 24 hours before class, that whole window of 24 hours, you should be drinking water, drinking good water, eating good food. So again, don't chug water right before class. You're going to fill your bladder up. You're going to have a bad experience. You're going to have to leave the class. And it's not going to be as enjoyable as if you were to hydrate leading up to class and then slowing down on the water intake an hour before class. And that goes into food. Same thing goes for food. That's what I love about yoga is you can't really eat junk and then go attend a yoga class and then be efficient and be productive. So with food, eat good, clean food. And the most important thing is don't eat like a big breakfast burrito or a big sandwich, an hour before class. Once you're 2 hours away from class, you should only have light snacks. You don't want your body digesting a bunch of water and digesting a bunch of heavy foods while you're in class. It's not going to feel good. You're not going to enjoy it. Keep the food to a minimum. Again, 2 hours before class, light snacks, an apple, some peanuts, some granola, something light, not a big meal. So 2 hours before class, light on the water, light on the food, because those 20 hours or so before class, you had already been preparing, drinking the right water, amounts of water, and eating the right food, so you're fueled properly when you step into that class. The next thing is silence your cell phones. A lot of times the cubbies can be within the class's range, so you don't want your cell phone going off. It's not ideal for you. It's definitely not ideal for the students or the teacher for that to be going off during class. So silence your cell phones. Don't forget, I've done it before. We're all human. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, you don't want to deal with that while you're in class. The next one is a yoga towel. So if you're a big sweater, especially if you're taking a heated yoga class, you're going to want to have something called a yoga towel. So it's literally a big microfiber towel that you put over your yoga mat. So, and that's because if you're in a heated yoga class, you're going to sweat a lot and you don't want to leave a big puddle of sweat when you're done with class. So take a yoga towel so you can keep the sweat, contained to your yoga mat on that microfiber towel that absorbs a lot of water. And you'll just have a better experience, especially if you sweat a lot. And honestly, if you're taking a heated yoga class, you're guaranteed to sweat a lot. And the last one is, I'm sure I'm missing a few things, but these are the main points. The last one is show up early. If you're new to taking group fitness classes, try to be in that yoga room or that fitness class at least 10 minutes before class. So once you get into the 5 minutes before class range, things are really moving. The last minute people are coming in. You can't really introduce yourself to the teacher. They can't meet you. It just changes the experience. So if you can be there 10 minutes before class and you can have your mat laid out, everything ready, you're on your mat 10 minutes before class, and you can just sit there and kind of just breathe and chill, introduce yourself to maybe the person next to you, meet the teacher. They can go over some tips as far as, how they teach their class, what to expect. And again, it's just going to make your experience a lot better. And if your experience is better, if you don't have to rush out to the bathroom, if you don't have to embarrass yourself because you didn't put on deodorant, and if you feel awkward about your cell phone going off and all of these little things, if you can avoid all of those things happening, your experience is going to be better. And if your experience is better, you're more likely to show up again and again and again and really kind of dive into the community and keep showing up, because that's what yoga is all about. It's all about showing up consistently, whether it's 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, every day, whatever it is. It's something for you, and it's something that I promise you're going to want to be a part of. So don't chug water before class, hydrate properly, keep the food to a minimum, snack before class, silence the cell phone, bring a yoga towel and your yoga mat. If you don't have them, a lot of places rent them to you, and show up early. I think showing up early, along with the hydration and all the other things, is super important. Show up early. You don't want to show up 5 minutes before class, not knowing where to go, not knowing where to put your stuff. It's not going to make the experience fun. You want to show up with some time. There's nothing wrong with showing up early to a yoga class. Again, it's only going to benefit you. So if you have any ideas as far as things that you do for your yoga class, things that you think are important, if I missed anything, I really think these are like the main points to fitness in a group setting. So keep these in mind and reach out with comments on things that you think that are important for a yoga class, things that you think make the class more enjoyable, not only for yourself, but for the teacher and for the students. Subscribe, like this video, please, and reach out on comments with any questions. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and thank you for your time. Have a good one.